Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 31 of the Wizard101 full game walkthrough. Last time we had a super duper long episode doing the entirety of Wysteria. It was kind of nice to... it was still pretty episodic, I think. It feels like when your TV show that you're watching does a special. That was our little special episode. And today we're going to do still a special episode. We're going to be doing all the side quests in the same world, which probably won't take as long, but will still definitely take some time. But let's talk with Hampshire first, because we already have this quest. Now, if it's more tutorially, I'm probably going to skip it. Depends on how the dialogue goes.
What's all this, then? A Ravenwood spy here to gather intel on their chief Spiral Cup rivals? Sound the alarm! Guards! Guards! Just kidding. I asked Abner to send any promising new students my way, so I was expecting someone sooner or later. Let's be about it, then.
Alright, cantrips 102, I guess.
Let's start by covering the 5 basic cantrip categories. Teleport, Flourish, Radiance, Ritual, and Sigil Support cantrips. Each category offers a little something different from the others. It's important to note that to earn cantrip...
Alright, this is a little... I'm gonna just kind of go through all these, because I just don't think this is really important. It's more tutorial-y. I like to look just in case it does offer anything important. Well, there's Jeffree Star over here. I'll fix one in a sec. And then let's do the magic touch one. Isn't this fun? Isn't this what y'all wanted?
That's that. Speaking of, I cannot wait to tell you about sigil support cantrips.
I think, yeah,
That'll have to wait.
what do you have?
Until then, enjoy using cantrips.
Levitate. Summon a small range from. What does that do? Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, so you can get a second mark? That's a cantrip? Interesting. That's intriguing. Let me switch realms real quick. I didn't know you could leave second marks. But that could be useful, actually, to grab. But yeah, anyway, we got a lot of side quests to do today. I think the best way to do this is to start with the one place everyone loves about this world, where I'm gonna start with Belladonna Crisp. You know, everyone's favorite spiral, one of everyone's favorite spiral baddies. I'm gonna start with her, and as we go through each area from her quest, I'm going to just pick up some of the side quests there. I just want to make sure we're flowing pretty far. Like, I think they're all pretty cohesive, and some of their side quests are pretty similar in that you fight a lot of goblins, so I don't want to fight, like, the same goblin, like, 30 times. So let's talk to Belladonna, and let's start with Chatty Chatterley, actually.
You must accept my apology for the delays with the tournament. They're readying some of the dueling halls for the matches. In the meantime, perhaps you can make yourself useful. Our librarian, Hugo Chatterley, is in need of assistance. Please visit the library when you're able, and ask Mr. Chatterley if he can find some use for you.
Right, we're going to start with that and do some of those quests that are over in that area. I think we're going to start with Belladonna, and like I said, we're going to kind of use her as a guide to pick up quests around the world, and I'll leave the teachers I know have some side quests that I'm probably going to save towards the end that I know Belladonna gives us the quest for. So let's talk to Hugo, and he'll give us a quest to fight someone in here, I believe, which is important. You'll need to do the Zeke quest, so...
Bravo! I was hoping someone would be assigned to help me out. So much to do.
Okay, let's do In the Stacks.
One of my student assistants has gone missing while venturing into the Stacks, our archives. I sent Deirdre Nightrose in to fetch a textbook for me, but she has yet to return. Could you go look for her? I'm sure Deirdre has just gotten lost, but help her out if she's run into trouble. See if you can bring the textbook back as well.
Will do. I will do that quest later. Let's do the In the Stacks one first. So this is the quest you need to do if you're curious on where to find the wallflower and the basic papers. They are in here, which are the archives. So this is where you kind of need to be for that. Alright, and then...
You hear a horrible growl and a faint cry for help.
Is there a map in this place? I don't think there is. Okay. But I really do like this area. I wish they had more areas kind of similar to this. It's just kind of interesting looking. Here's the wallflower, so we'll be able to do the Zeke quest. We're, like, stupid close to leveling, by the way. We might even level during this fight. And then there's the Pigswick papers.
The Pigswick method of magic instruction teaches that students should be exposed only to theoretical discussion. Actual magic and spell casting is discouraged as vulgar and easy. The true path to magic is a restful attitude. For this reason, Pigswick students are given no homework, no studies, and spend most of their time taking naps. Well-rested students are eventually able to figure it out when it comes to the use of magic. Unfortunately, few Pigswick students ever become real wizards, and most enter other trades.
I mean, it makes sense that they would do other trades. I feel like I haven't seen really many pigs throughout the spiral, though, so I'm wondering what their trades are. Oh.
Help! I accidentally summoned this rough beast and I can't be rid of it!
Alright, fight this boss. I think this is going to be the only boss we fight today, so we're going to knock it out early. I think it's a lot of mob fights. 1,400, okay. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to today. We do have, like I said, quite a few quests to complete. Some of them are super easy. I don't think this episode's going to be crazy long. Maybe an hour max, but I don't think it's going to be anything super crazy compared to our 2-hour-long episode from yesterday, so. Let me get rid of this fire trap and go for a blade. But I'm excited for this. After this, we're probably going to do Mount Olympus. And I say probably, we're going to do Mount Olympus. And it'll be nice to kind of move on and get ready. I don't know why I deleted that trap when I'm fighting a boss, by the way. That was not really a smart move on my part. But whatever. I definitely need to adjust my deck a little bit. I think it's fine for right now. I'll probably adjust it once we get our next power scale, which is next episode. Grab some water. Always stay hydrated. Well, that's all I can do, I think, right? Because I don't really want to waste a fire blade on this guy. Let's see how much damage we do. We have a reshuffle if we need it. Okay. Is this a weakness? That's what you get. I think we already used our thing. Screw it. We'll use the fire blade. We're gonna get a lot more gold next episode and throughout this episode. We've honestly been getting a lot of gold through Wysteria, which has been helpful. Okay, so you now have 3 pips, which means you can use the little storm shark. So please don't do that. This will not kill, but it should do about 1,000 even with the weakness. Yeah, okay. Right at 1,000. So we have enough for another meteor strike. We should be good to go. Yeah, okay. So this should kill him. Alright, so that was that wild claw. Not too bad. But yeah, I think today will be a pretty standard episode. Probably like 40 to 50 minutes or something along those lines. And we leveled.
Thank you for your help. I would have been trapped here all night if you hadn't come along. Tell Mr. Chatterley I'm all right. The textbook I was sent to find was about the magic of Grizzleheim. I'm not sure where the Wild Claw dropped it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Grizzleheim when we get there. I think I'm going to probably save it for post-Mushu. I think that's the earliest you can really do it. I mean, you can do it now. If you wanted to. It would be ridiculously hard, and I don't have the pet or anything for it, but I could be carried by my other wizards, but I kind of want to make sure I'm in, like, decent enough shape to do it, so I think I should be able to have a good enough pet and things like that by Mushu, so that's going to be the plan. Talk to Hugo?
Zounds! A wild claw summoned into the stacks? What was Deirdre thinking?
Let's go to
You
book
could
house.
do me quite a service and round up some overdue library books from several of my less conscientious students. According to my records, these students have overdue books. Martin Bellwether, Blaze Flamerender, and Randolph Spellshine. They are likely in the student dormitory or elsewhere on campus. Find them, get those books back, and return them to the library.
Hoping we'd turn this in. Do we have to step out and then step back in? That's annoying. Okay. Why can't I just talk to the guy? Why do I have to walk back to him and then talk to him?
I hope you thought to bring the books back. I can hardly remember where I left them.
I don't know if I brought the books back, honestly. Why'd you leave them all the way in Lord Bramble's tower? That's a little weird. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this Mrs. Dowager quest. I think she has one or two. We'll pick up both of them. Might as well.
If I might trouble you for a bit more of your time, I was wondering if you could help me find some wayward students. They are being disciplined, but snuck out of the study hall. They were told to stay in while they did their homework. They call themselves the Brunching Club. I've looked throughout Pigswick. They must be in Pegasus Place or Tanglewood Way. Their names are Kelsey Dreamslinger, Michael Engelgrinder, Diora Skyflower, and Flynn Silvermorn. Return here after finding them.
And truth be
I was
told,
wondering if you could do me a slight favor. A very small thing indeed, but something I need help with. I have heard that Nalia Doonstrider and Randolph Spellshine are feuding with one another, and it absolutely must stop. I don't know what happened, but could you speak to each of them and learn what the issue is? See if you can resolve it.
not even looking at her. Yeah, so I think for this one, especially, like I said, I'm going to just pick up the side quest as I see them for the in the sense that there's a lot of people to talk to, and a lot of different people have side quests. So in future episodes, it'll be more... I keep saying cohesive, which I don't know if I'm using right, but it'll be more cohesive.
You did it! Thank you very much, little wizard.
Well, that was easy. Okay. And we got the Wysteria Explorer badge. Let us go to... talk to Blaze. I think this is for the book return quest.
I've been so busy helping Master Glendemming with the tournament, I neglected to return that. Sorry.
Yeah, where's the next one? Martin Bellwether is up here.
My apologies. I had forgotten I had this checked out.
Was there anyone else around here we needed to see? I'll talk to Eloise in a sec. Let's finish these quests. I don't want to grab too many and make it too hard to digest, so. Hope y'all are able to follow this episode.
I don't see what the big deal is. I would have returned that book when I got around to it.
And to Nalia, while we're here.
Randolph, I will tell you what's wrong. He asked me if I wanted to go sightseeing in Tanglewood Way, and then he left me there. I lost my wand. I was menaced by green men and barkskin treants. He didn't even send anyone after me. I barely escaped. I will make nice with him if he apologizes.
Okay, to Randolph.
Oh, that? I thought she could take care of herself. Very well, then. If it bothers her so much, I really should apologize.
And I think back to Nalia.
Randolph says he will apologize? That is all right, I suppose. I will even be polite. But if I get to face him in the dueling ring, he is done for.
Already took care of that for you, sadly. Okay. I'm gonna grab these ones later. Let's finish up the quests that we're doing now. And as I find quests that require me to fight goblins, I'm going to hold off on them.
The feud is over. They'll be polite with one another. Honestly, kids these days, I thought they liked one another.
But I think it'll, like I said, there's probably 4 or 5 quests where you have to fight goblins, and it's just so much easier to do them all at once, as opposed to just, you know, not.
Great work. I'll make a book hound out of you yet.
Great. Awesome. All right, let us do... I think our mama, Belladonna, has more side quests for us to grab as well, so might as well go see what her last 2 were. I think one of them requires us to talk to teachers, which we will do later. So I mean, I'll just tell you which teachers have quests, which will be helpful, which is very helpful. Let's go back over here and see what she's got for us. So let's do the teacher's pet one while I was talking about it.
Your use helping out students and staff. How about helping out a few members of our faculty? One reason we sponsor this tournament is to provide less privileged students a chance at improving their education. Present yourself to Professors Price, Burble, and Bunch and see what aid you can provide. Return to me when you're done.
And let us do all that glitters.
I understand from your Ravenwood transcripts that you're quite a detective, willing to help solve mysteries. We have a slight problem here in Pigswick's Merchant Street. Someone has spent some false gold, illusions cast on pebbles. Speak with the merchants affected, Oliver Quickneedle, Ophelia Moonreach, and Geoffrey Spellsmith, to find the guilty party.
Okay. Let's see. We had that one. Let's just keep moving along with this quest, because I think this one does require us to fight some guys. We're gonna... I don't think this is gonna be too hard to follow, and so I think we can just kind of pick up these quests along the way. And if y'all don't like it when I do this, please let me know. I just think that some areas it's easier to do it this way. I won't do this all the time, but like when I've just completed an entire world in one episode, I'll probably do this.
Hello there. Could you help me? I'm in charge of a group of brand new students, and they've gone missing. I was providing the students a guided tour of Pigswick. Then I turned around and noticed they were nowhere to be found. We toured several classrooms, including those of Professor Velma Pepper, Professor Anku, and Professor Edna Fuligen. Could you help retrace our steps, speaking to each of those professors, and see if you can find where they went to?
I guess. But there's a lot of quests in Pigswick Academy and Pegasus Place, so we're just going to try to wrap a lot of those up. Did I have anyone else I needed to talk to here? Okay, let's do the professors on this quest, and then we will pick up the other quests we have from our fellow duelers. Velma?
Funny you should ask. Eloise Clockwarden came through a while ago, chatting up a storm, lost in a world of her own. It was the strangest thing. She was alone, though she acted like she was lecturing someone.
Did this girl seeing spirits or something? Or is she... Did they just abandon her? Where's Anku and Edna? Isn't Edna around here? Oh, we gotta do Anku first, I guess. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I mean, we already leveled once today. I don't think we're gonna level twice, but we're gonna probably get a decent amount of XP, which will be nice. But to be level 34 or 35 starting Marleybone.
Ah, Eloise, yes. That girl seems a little strange. She visited my classroom earlier, talking a mile a minute to thin air. It was a bit disconcerting. So I tried to ask what she wanted, but I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Okay, so she talks a lot, is what it sounds like. Where is Edna? I feel like most of these quests are pretty easy to follow, though, so I'm hoping it's not too bad. I just want to make sure I'm producing the best content I can with my limited abilities. Alright, Edna, what you got?
Yes, Eloise Clockwarden was in here earlier, pretending to lead a group of students on a tour. She was alone, though. I thought she was practicing her tour guide skills, so I played along and pretended she had students with her.
I kind of like this professor. She's kind of funny. I think that's the only time you really talk to her, though. But... Alright, before I talk to Eloise, we have all these guys we gotta talk to down here. So might as well do that while we're down here. And then we'll talk to the people in the, dormitory.
Are you here about the false gold? Most disturbing that someone from Pigswick would stoop to such larceny. I have done business today with Professor Anku, Kisai Shugenja, Blaze Flamerender, Sergeant Harvey, and Danetta Sunscroll.
Okay, so I guess we're looking for our common... This is the one where, I think someone's giving them false money, so we gotta figure out who it is. Whoops.
You've come about the counterfeit gold coins, yes? Good to see someone is paying attention to this terrible crime. I have done business today with Dinetta Sunscroll, Randolph Spellshine, and Eloise Clockwarden. One of them is the guilty one.
So Danetta Sunscroll, and I think, wasn't Randolph Spellshine also from the other guy? That'd be crazy if he's the one doing the false gold. I doubt it's him, though. It's probably the other girl, that Danetta. I honestly don't remember. Alright, Jeffrey, or Joffrey? I think it's Jeffrey.
Headmistress Crisp is sending students to do her detective work. Foreign students, no
Foreign?
less. How strange.
Oh, gosh.
At any rate, today has been a slow day. The only business I've done was with Professor Drawers and Donetta Sunscroll.
Well, that tells you who the guilty party is, I guess, right there. Now, before we talk to Belladonna, let's go ahead and talk to our fellow battle mates down over here. I know where I am. I know what I'm doing. I'll do the professors a little separate, because I think that one is a little better to do. Kind of towards the end. Let's talk to Beatrice, because I think this one's just fighting someone to steal a diary.
Can you help me with something? I lost my diary while I was sightseeing on Pegasus Place, and I'd like it back. I went to look around, but I suspect that one of the wood goblins took it. Can you go to Pegasus Place and get it back?
No problem. We'll do that later.
Greetings again, Honorable Wizard of Ravenwood. I have been told that a part of this tournament is a cultural exchange. Would you like to learn about Mushu floral arrangement? It is a profound and beautiful part of our artistic heritage. You must first collect 3 flowers of exceeding beauty. I am told that the most wondrous are found on Tanglewood Way.
Okay, we'll do that. Let me go ahead and leave my... no, mark. Whoops. Meant to leave a mark there, but I didn't, so... We'll go to this mark, wherever it is. I think it's by Chester. There's no worse feeling than a misclick. Alright, we're just gonna be by Chester, I guess. I guess we'll talk to Eloise.
What? I was alone all along? I must have lost them before we toured the classrooms. Oh, no! I have a sinking feeling that the missing students might be in Pegasus Place. We stopped by my house for a moment and continued the tour to meet the professors. I must have left them there. Can you go to my house and let them know where I am? I'll stay here and wait for them.
I don't get how they can afford to be here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the beautiful flowers one first, because that one is pretty quick. I think we just have to grab these flowers and he'll show us how to make this little bouquet. This is actually kind of fun to do it this way. I like doing the ones where we kind of are going in depth on the story a little bit, but when it's something like simple like this, you know, I can't complain. Boop. One pretty flower. I think you can hop on this ramp a little awkwardly. No. Thought you could. You must. I think you used to be able to. There's so many reagents back in Tanglewood Way. I feel like you never see anyone on this street, though. It's a pretty small street. Who's over here? Von Baracken? I have never heard of them. I've not done many of the side bosses, though. Or the key bosses, I should say. Where's the next little flower? Oh, there's one right there. There. Okay. Cool. Grab all this. This. I mean, y'all know how it is. So, you guys understand. When it's double reagents weekend, you have to. Oh, oh, look at that. That's so much stone block. What? Please don't pull me. Let's go. Alright. There's no better feeling in the world, honestly. Okay. Heading on back to Kasai. I think we're making pretty fast progress, honestly. For being 20 minutes in, I think we're probably about halfway, or a little under halfway. But, yeah, I'm happy with this. Alright. Huh. Thought I would make a cool little entrance, but did not work out. To Kasai.
Excellent choices. You have a discerning eye for beauty.
Kasai, you're making me blush.
Now you must take the flowers you have picked and place them into a harmonious and pleasant arrangement. I have set up a table for just such a purpose. Step up to it, use the tools at your disposal, and create beauty.
Okay, to the table.
You arrange the flowers, but you're a little messy about it.
I do not think that your arrangement is the best you are capable of. Perhaps you would like to try again.
Might as well.
You meditate for a moment, thinking of calmness and inner quiet. Now you try again.
That was pretty nice.
The result speaks for itself. Your work is superlative. I bow to your skill.
Well, thank you. You're a very nice guy. Any other quests near here? I mean, you have the anonymous bunch ones. Let's see. We need to grab those guys from Pegasus Place. Would it be better to just grab all the quests here? Because I want to fight all the wood goblins at the same time. So I don't know if it'd be better to just grab all the side quests we've got here, or to do the professors kind of on their own and then knock out all the other quests. You know, even though I gotta fight a bunch of wood goblins, I think it might be better to kind of just clean up all these little straggler quests and then wrap up with the professors. So, I guess I'll keep it nice. Belladonna, please. Please. Please give me attention. I need it. Alright, thank you.
Good work. Using the process of elimination, the only one to have visited all 3 merchants was Danetta Sunscroll. Since we've determined Danetta Sunscroll is the only one to have visited all 3 merchants, she may be the guilty one. I'd like to ask you to go speak to her. She may confess something to another student that she wouldn't tell me. Danetta Sunscroll should be in the student dormitory. Talk to her, find out what she has to say, and return to tell me.
Okay. I don't think I have a mark by the dormitory. I think I'm still just kind of walking around. I think this is the spell that gives you the Piggle Pet. Like the Golden Piggle Pet. Or something like that. I know you get a Piggle from a quest here. I think this is the one. You aren't gonna sneak that away from me. Look at that, double acorn. That's the better feeling, too, is when you get like a rare reagent, you get extra. Ooh, right? Oh, I didn't even realize she was in the dormitory. Where's she at?
I know why you're here. You found me out, didn't you? I've been feeling guilty about it all day. I'm relieved you caught me. I knew it was a bad idea to spend that fake gold I got from the hobgoblins on Pegasus Place, but I thought it would be fun. I'll pay back everyone I gave the fake gold coins to. You can tell Headmistress Crisp I'll abide by any punishment she chooses.
Where do these pigs come from? That's the thing I'm having a hard time figuring out, because she's like yellow. And there's no pigs in Mushu that are yellow, other than like the dead ones. So, are these guys just from aristocrats from another area? Are they just from Pigswick? Like they're in the outskirts of this town, I guess? They must be. And they just kind of grow up here. I don't know. I mean, the fact that some of these students had a house, I'm like, man, they're rich. Okay, to Belladonna.
So, the culprit suffered from a guilty conscience. I'm sad to see a good student gone bad, but at least she feels remorse. So, the hobgoblins that have overrun Pegasus Place are up to no good, giving my students the means to make mischief. They must be taught a lesson. Go into Pegasus Place and thrash 3 of those bounders, 1 for each merchant robbed. Actually, make it 4. Add 1 extra for the student they turn into a criminal.
I like how they change. I love it when they don't change the text, but they change the quest. That always makes me feel good. Okay. Do we have anyone we need to see here other than the professors? No. Alright, I think it's time to step into Pegasus Place then and see what we've got going on there. Let's go. Hello everybody. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. I was thinking about it. I don't think I have enough hobgoblin and goblin fighting quest, so I'm actually gonna do the professors. This is gonna be a jumbled up episode. So I think y'all are just gonna have to deal with it, because I'm the one running the show and calling the shot, so I can grab as many quests in whatever order I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna talk to Hieronymus a bunch and see what he wants us to do.
I've been wondering why no students volunteered to help me. Very well. Fresh meat. I mean, new blood. At any rate, I have plenty for you to do if you're up to the challenge. As a scholar of the rare and impossible, I am fascinated by the incursion of wood goblins and hobgoblins on Pegasus Place. I would like to know more about them, particularly their tactics and strategies in battle. Can you go to Pegasus Place and scrap with a handful of each type and return here with notes about what you've learned?
See, I knew it. See, y'all were like, oh no. Oh, Dylan, don't. Oh, that's my name, by the way. But no, don't grab all these quests. It's gonna be annoying and we're not gonna be able to follow you. Oh yeah? We'll follow this. Follow me grabbing all these quests and fighting everything in a convenient way. So, you know, goes to show you guys know.
How novel, a student helping me. I hope I mean you can learn something. Let me know when you're ready. I have an embarrassing confession to make. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to magic.
How did you get this job, then?
I've just been using the old Frost professor's lesson plans and presenting them as my own. The students don't mind. Unfortunately, my lesson plans are in my house, and my house is in Tanglewood Way. I can't get in, so I'm in a real pickle. I'm afraid of the walking plant men. Could you go to my house in Tanglewood Way and see if you could find my lesson plans?
Alright, I can do that. And then Thaddeus Price, I know, has a really cool side quest, so maybe that's the one I'll do last. Yeah, okay. We'll do that one last, because I don't think I have to fight any of these goblins for his little quest. So, okay. There. Are y'all happy? I only grabbed 2. You can stop your complaining, your tippity-tapping on your keyboards, or whatever y'all do. I am going back to Pegasus Place and finishing things well in a digestible format. Where are we? Let's go talk to this guy, and then I'm sure Groundskeeper Vern has some random things for us to do. Let's see what he's got. Where's the random guy? Ah, there he is.
I joined the brunching club to meet interesting people, but all we seem to do is sneak out of study hall.
I mean, that's interesting. Oh, we got 2. Let's just share map.
Can you help me? Before the goblin horde appeared, I left my special shears on the street. Now they're gone. I suspect the wood goblins took them, as they have a bit of magic in them, and goblins crave any enchanted trinkets. I'd take it as a personal favor if you could get those shears back from the wood goblins.
My apologies, I double-clicked.
You know, it occurs to me that one of the guards hasn't reported for duty today. Private Eddie is unaccounted for. How about if you go to his home on Tanglewood Way and see if he might have overslept? If he needs any help, be a good sport and help him out, could you?
Okay. Now, let's go to Eloise's house. We're doing this. This will all make sense. Once I turn on all these quests at the same time, y'all are going to be thinking I'm a genius. And that this is super easy to follow, and that I'm awesome. All the things. All the things above. Let's talk to Micah.
I shouldn't even be in the brunching club. I was just bored and needed the extra study time.
Okay, Micah. Alright. I think she needs a key for something.
The door is locked.
Yeah.
You knock. Someone inside shouts that they can't get out, and that goblins took the key.
Let me grab this last person here, and then I'll finally fight some wood goblins for you. Because I don't think we've done a lot of fighting.
Did Mrs. Dowager send you? Fun is over. I suppose I'd better be heading back.
You probably should. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we've only fought the Wild Claw today. So, yeah, y'all are probably a little fight-starved. Okay, let's get rid of the Feint. I think I'd rather Prism them if I'm going to use it at all. Hopefully we only need to fight 1 or 2 of these guys. So let's go ahead and fight them. We haven't fought many of them overall, honestly. Okay, let's Prism you. They do have Ice Shield, so I gotta be mindful of that. Okay, so I can't Prism the first guy, but the second guy has already been taken care of, so it'll be fine. I'll just hit him with the Fire Elf if I need to. I'm really looking forward to Mount Olympus. I've got a big plan of this weekend in particular covering a lot of this game. I need to get ahead on recording. I kind of caught back up to where I was, or I have a few episodes. I think I have like 4 or 5 episodes ahead of time. But I need to have a little more. Let's get rid of a Pixie. Elemental Blade. Just because I don't have a consistent recording schedule. You know, I kind of just record whenever I'm able to, and right now I'm able to, so usually, especially for this game, it's kind of nice to just play it for a couple hours at a time and knock out a lot of it. So that's what I'm trying to do, at least. But I think Mount Olympus will help make the rest of my recording plans for tomorrow go a lot smoother. Okay, so we've got both of our blades. Let's go ahead and Meteor Strike. We'll be able to Fire Elf the first guy, because I doubt he's dead. Okay, where? Dang, that did no damage to him. And he's gonna shield again. It's interesting that they did no damage, though. I say Fire Elf. Hey, there's a person. We'll Fire Elf, and then I'll use my wand hit. Because this is only gonna do 50% damage to him. That's something that we need to kind of consider. I do think he has Link, which could be annoying. This is also annoying. This can do a lot of damage. Yeah, 300, man. They do not mess around. Let's go for a Meteor Strike, and we might be able to kill, even if this does half damage. My dog just walked in the room, sitting right next to me, being a little good boy right now. Okay, perfect. Did we collect everything for all of our various quests? Let's see. Missing diary for Beatrice. That looks like everything. Let's go over here. Bunch of students.
You explain the situation to the students and give them directions back to where Eloise Clockwarden is waiting.
Okay, we'll talk to her in a little bit. Let's continue moving on through Pegasus Place as we do. I think we only need to do 1 Hobgoblin fight, or 2 Hobgoblin fight. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. We're gonna find this guy right here. Is this that Flynn dude I'm looking for? And I need some help. Am I in a busy realm? I'm in Grey Rose. Oh, not sure why there's a person here. What? Alright, let's go to Flynn.
I snuck away just to see if Mrs. Dowager noticed we were gone. I'll head back now.
Okay. Let me grab some health, and then we'll go into the Hobgoblins, who don't need to Prism, but I will Trap. If I'm able. I'm gonna go for the ones in the buildings. I just don't want to interfere with this person's fight. Okay. I think we just need to fight 2, so this should be just a standard mob battle. Hopefully they won't use their little shield. Some water. We're getting through this pretty quickly. I think we're about, what, 35, maybe 40 minutes through, and it's really just a lot of fighting at the moment and then turning in quests, so we're doing the best we can. Alright, it's Fireblade. I think we were able to get that trap now, Elemental Trap. I might need to pick that up today. Don't know if we'll use it for Mount Olympus, but you know, something that could still be helpful. Okay, I'm okay with you blading. Let us also blade. Alright, let's go ahead and trap you this time. Is my volume low? Might just be low on my computer. I think y'all can hear everything fine. Let's go Meteor Strike. Okay, this should kill pretty easily, but it's always good to cover. Alright, is that all we needed to do? Yes. We need to go back to Groundskeeper Vern, and I think that's the only person we need to go to here. We will need to go back to him eventually later. But we got a lot of little quests to turn in. See? And y'all were like, y'all were making fun of me. Y'all were like, this is a stupid way to do this episode. We don't know what's going on at all. You help a bunch of people, and then you fight some goblins. That's all you do. And we're gonna fight some green men later, too. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I'm glad we've leveled today, though. I just want to keep, as long as I keep the level trend going. Dr. Burn?
Now that you have those shears back, an idea presents itself.
Is this where I have to make
If
something?
you have a bit of elbow grease and some time to spare, I could greatly use some of your help. The vines sprouting all over Pegasus Place need to be trimmed back, and I'm too weary to face them. Could you take my lucky shears and trim back 3 unwanted vines? I've tied a kerchief to them. Come back when you're done.
You tied a kerchief to the vines? Are there any over here? Sometimes, I think there used to be some back here. Because Groundskeeper Vern used to not be over there. He used to be, I think, right here, but I think they moved him because people would get pulled by these wood goblins. Where are these weird vines at? Oh, they're all over by the stables. Gotcha. Ugh. To be honest, I stepped away a little bit ago to go see Project Hail Mary, which was a really good movie. I had a really great time watching it. But I had just enough time to quest a little bit beforehand, and then enough time to quest now. So that's what we're doing. I'm probably going to do Mount Olympus right after this, though, to be honest with you. So that'll be fun. I don't think it'll be super long, because I'm going to be carrying myself through it. Alright, we'll go back to Vern.
The street looks much better for your efforts, I can tell you.
Okay, back to this quest.
You've shown a real knack for gardening, and you're already in possession of my magic shears. So I have a proposal. There are a few shrubs on the street that need to be trimmed back and shaped, but I've got to admit I'm stumped. I usually have great ideas for what to do with them, but I've exhausted my repertoire. Can you give them a try? Just go to the shrubs and do your magic. Think of something amazing and the shears will do the rest of the work.
Of course. I'll be creative. Every once in a while, I'll be creative. I think this is the one that makes like weird little like gobbler shrubs or something. That's actually kind of cool. Let's see. Which one? Alright, Ninja Pig's on that one. I think there's another one up here. Or is it over here? Oop. I think it's over here. Yeah. What are you making? There's the gobbler. Okay. Is it just gobbler and ninja pigs, or is the third one up here gonna also be something cool? We're honestly getting a lot more XP from this than I thought we would. I think we're gonna be over halfway through 31. So that'll be helpful. It's up here. All the way up here. What's this? Okay, well, Cyclops, nice. My dog's now moving away.
Amazing work! You have a real knack for this.
Well, good for me. Good for me finding more hobbies, more types of skills that I have. Anyway, let us go to... I think Belladonna Crisp we have a quest to turn into. That was pretty much everything we need to do in Pigswick. Now it's just turning in a bunch of quests, so let's turn this into Belladonna. I think this is the last time we gotta talk to her, really. Until Tower of the Elephant.
And so the matter comes to a satisfying conclusion. I dare say we make an excellent team, young wizard.
Is she asking me out? Because it feels like she's asking me out. If so, I'm a child, that's weird, but also yes. Also very, very much yes. Where's the next thing we should go to? Okay, let's go to this Eloise gal. I think she's in this little area, right? Yeah. There she is.
Thank you for rescuing my lost little sheep. I hope they don't think this sort of thing happens all the time around here.
Okay, 1,000 XP for that. Wow. You get a lot of XP for this world, honestly. Like, a very surprising amount. Alright, turn this quest into Bunch.
Thank you for your research. I hope it wasn't too academic for you.
No problem. Are we gonna level again here? Because I feel like we're getting a lot of XP. So, like, what do we get for Teacher's Pet? 620 just for talking to people. Turn this quest into Beatrice, and we'll wrap up our last few quests we have to do in this area. We're trucking, I feel like. Ugh. Beatrice?
My diary! Thank you so much! You didn't read any of it, did you?
I read all of it, girl. Got some weird, nasty stuff in there. You got a sick head. A sick, twisted brain. Okay, where to now? Okay, Mrs. Dowager has something. Thaddeus Price, I know, has a quest. I think that's the last one. Let's go back to Mrs. Dowager and finish her quest.
Oh, good. You rounded them all up and got them safely back to their studies. I would give you a cookie if I had any.
We'll get started baking. Oh, what did I get? Oh, Hero Pegasus Place, nice. Yeah, what are the badges you get for Wysteria? 212. So the plants and goblins are all in Wysteria? Interesting. Well, okay, let us... Yeah, is there anything else we gotta talk to? Okay, let's talk to Thaddeus Price real quick. And his will probably be the last new quest I think we have left to do. I kind of want to check. And this quest is kind of fun, so I'm excited to put more devotion on that one.
Wonderful! I can certainly use some assistance. Check in with me whenever you're ready to roll up your sleeves. If it isn't one of our distinguished visiting students, I was wondering if you could help me with a small matter. If you find yourself on Tanglewood Way, could you take a small sample of water from the Piggle Fount near the entrance? I have some concerns about the quality of the water, and none of my students are willing to help me out.
Okay. I'm curious, I didn't get a little notification for Mount Olympus. Are we not able to do that till we're done with Marleybone? I might check into that while I'm doing these other quests. Alright, let's turn this quest into Belladonna, and then we will continue on. I'm gonna look at that up while I'm walking. It's okay to text while walking in this game, or type stuff up while you're walking. Okay, Wizard101, Mount Olympus. Okay. To Belladonna. Wrap this up.
You visited all 3 professors? I trust they broadened your educational horizons. Am I correct?
Okay. That was that. Are we gonna level again? I think we are. We only need like 3,000. We're getting like... We're gonna get like 800 from here, and then we've got the Piggle Fount quest. So, I don't know. I think we might. Let's do... Now we're just gonna do all the Tanglewood Way quest, and we're wrapping up here. But level 32 would be sick, going into either Mount Olympus or Marleybone. I'm still researching. Seeing what the pre-quest is for it. Let me actually focus here. Alright, we're gonna get the fountain, grab this water. We'll cover the lessons plans. Is this where he lives? Let's see what his digs look like. Game. I want to see his house. Not bad, honestly. Pretty good house.
These look like the lesson plans Professor Burble told you about.
Okay. And then now we need to free Eddie. This is also a pretty easy quest, I believe. Okay, where was Private Eddie's house?
Help! The vines have grown over my door and I'm trapped inside. Can you do anything about the vines?
Cool. Oh, game, please. Please? Sorry, I was looking things up in the side. Talk to Eddie?
Thank goodness you came around when you did. I don't know what I would have done. Trapped in this awful, awful place. Well, actually, it's not that bad, I guess.
Trapped in this awful, awful my house. Okay, let's go to... I think we actually have a mark near Vern. We planned this perfectly. But yeah, from what I looked up, it says you get it from level 30.
Good to hear Private Eddie was all right. He just started, and I was worried he wasn't quite up to speed.
But, and then we'll turn this one to Burble. But I'm worried that since we didn't get the bubble, we don't get access to it. And I know for some quests, like Atlantia, you can't do until you finish Zafaria. So I don't know if they changed it to where you can't do Mount Olympus until you finished, Marleybone or something like that, which I mean, it's just an annoyance more than anything. Marleybone will not be a hard world for us to beat, but it would be kind of frustrating if we gotta wait another couple levels to, you know, get the spell we need, or the quest we need.
Thank you so much. I should get reading. My class is soon to start.
I mean, I hate that this guy is winging it, but I have to say, for a gobbler, I feel like he's doing pretty good, because most gobblers are kind of just, like, a little dumb until they get food, at least. Okay, is this the last quest, the one for Thaddeus Price? Okay, I thought it was. Let's wrap this up. This is actually pretty nice, because you're just repairing the fountain in Tanglewood Way. There's honestly a lot of side quests in this world. I'm very surprised. But it's nice to do this because in Arc 2 and kind of Arc 3 and so beyond, you really lose a lot more side quests.
That should do nicely. Thank you. All of life is connected, and the water of the Tempest is the source of all life. Life will suffer if the water is corrupted. Can you go to Tanglewood Way and dispatch some of the green men, collect their leaves, and bring them back to me?
Yes, I can do that. How much XP? I think we're going to level twice today. That's going to be so great. Alright. It is a defeat 2. I'm hoping it's a 100% drop rate because these guys suck to fight. But we will do the best we can. I really hope... I'm going to still check to see. I think I'll just, like, go by Cyrus and see if I have access to the quest. Okay, so defeating the green men. I think we're good rocking with this same setup. Okay, let's go for it. Alright, get rid of the pixie. We're going to fire trap you right off the bat. Okay, just a simple imp. I feel like they removed their spirit armor. And just because I said that, they're going to cast it on me this fight. But I just don't see it as much anymore. Alright, Steel Blade. Okay. Well, we need to keep that Life Fury up, so I think it's probably best if we infal. Oh, Ice Spell. Okay, just a snow, evil snowman. What's that one variant that he, like, stabs himself and he, like, throws a snowball at you? I haven't seen that one in a while. Fire trap you. If we can get our other blade next round, we should be good. And if they don't weakness me, we would also be good. Okay, good. He's using a shield. You are using a weakness, which is less as good. I don't think weakness is 100% though. I think it's 90%. So sometimes that will miss. Okay, let's still blade. Because we can get weakness again, and then there's no point in getting rid of the weakness. Or getting rid of it, yeah. Or leprechaun. Still at a decent amount of health. Still probably do like 250 to 300. Yeah, 348, man. Oh, okay. Let us Life Fury, the last guy. We do start, which is nice. They do have 3 pips each, which is something to be worried about. Especially if they use a Storm Shark or something along those lines. Okay, Sunbird also sucks. But not as much as a Storm Shark. Still did a lot. What's you're gonna do? Trent, probably? Okay, Leprechaun. That's fine. I kind of have no choice but to risk it and hit. I could heal, but I don't want to lose my infal. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hit. And hope we get through, okay? And let's hope it's 100% drop rate. Nice. We were kind of close, but doing what we can. Alright, 100%. We're so good at this. Yeah, how far are we from Price? I probably should leave a mark, because I think he's got a few more little quests here. Boom, 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 boom. Like, part of me is okay if I don't do Mount Olympus tonight. I don't think it will take long to do regardless, but let me talk to Price.
These are a little bruised, but they'll do. I've examined the leaves and found that it's clear that the green men are sustained by the contaminated water from the fount. This gives us a way to deal with them in a more humane and less dangerous fashion than pummeling them with magic spells. I will need a couple of minor items from 2 of Pigswick's fine vendors, Ophelia Moonreach and Begonia Woodworth. Could you fetch those ingredients for me? Here is a list of what I require.
Of course. Man, I can't believe we're gonna level again today. That is crazy. But like, part of me's okay not doing Mount Olympus. Because one, I don't think it would take too long. Because like I said, I'm not doing it like solo. I refuse to do Mount Olympus solo. That would just be kind of ridiculously difficult. I'm gonna probably do it with myself just because easier for me to control the dialogue and things like that. Let's talk to Ophelia.
A list of items required by Professor Price. How unusual. Here you are. Everything he asked for. I'll send him a bill.
Dude, they do seem to have pretty reliable vendors here, which is kind of neat. So I wonder if a lot of them do like alchemy and things like that. I wish we could do alchemy here, but oh well. Begonia?
Let me see that list. I think I have all those things. Here you go. Pass along my hello to Professor Price.
Back to Professor Price to pass along that hello.
You got everything? How absolutely wonderful! Let us begin! I've mixed the ingredients you provided me from Mrs. Moonreach and Woodworth, and now we're ready. I will give you this flask. Pour it into the water in the Piggle Fount in Tanglewood Way. That should clear the green men out.
Professor Price hands you a curious flask full of bubbling liquid.
See, this is kind of what I was saying. Oh, we're gonna be just short of leveling because we're gonna try to keep with the trend of leveling once an episode. The game knows. The game knows. What was I gonna say? What I was saying earlier were there were only 3 professors, I think, that were cool, which was the Death, Storm, and Fire ones. So I think this still continues with the trend. With the Storm guy is pretty cool, because look at what he's about to do.
You pour Professor Price's flask into the Piggle fount. The water begins to clear.
Like, look at that. That's cool. We wouldn't have been able to do that with the other guys, probably. I wouldn't have been able to grab these mushrooms with them. Back to Professor Price, and we'll wrap up today by seeing if I can do Mount Olympus.
We have made things as clear as we can. Thank you for your help.
Nice. And there it is. The Pal of Pigswick for completing all the side quests in Wysteria. That's not all we're doing today. Let me go check to see. Hog the Spotlight. What's that for? What was that badge? Oh, all the quests. Okay. Let's go check and see if we do have access to the Mount Olympus quest. And I also should check to see if I have any more spells from my mommy at the moment. I don't think we do. I know we have a spell quest that we need to do, but I'm not really going to grab it until we get to Marleybone, or at least to the point where we can do the spell quest. I just need to research what we need to do for it, really. Okay, we get Phoenix in 2 levels. So that's something to keep in mind. That'll be helpful for some of the higher health bosses. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Making a beeline to Cyrus, and we'll wrap things up. A little longer of episode. Not as bad as last time. Still pretty long. Okay, is this it? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, next time I will begin right here, really. It'll look a little different. I'll have some help with me. It'll be myself, but... yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. A little longer for a side quest episode, but I think it was pretty good to get all these done at once. And I'll see y'all next time for Mount Olympus. So, see you then.